here in the Robertson Invitational. It's Fairmont Prep taking on the Pacific Coast Hockey Academy. This is Joey Pitt here with you for Trick Shot, and we are underway. PCHA wearing their whites, they'll carry the puck into the attacking zone. Chance on the far side, that'll be dumped around. Here's Hill digging after it on the near side. Now it's Stengel for Fairmont. Stengel gets it back behind his own goal here. Connor Zhang. Zhang high off the glass, just gets outside the line. Chance into the attacking zone, back the other way, it's Miata. Miata takes the shot and a glove save made as we get the game's first whistle. And Rozov making the stop there. Face off to the left of the goaltender. That's going to go right back in, and it's covered up there. Yet Conky Sunenshine in goal this morning for Fairmont Prep. There's a long shot for the point that'll be blocked on the way through. Chance back the other way for PCHA. Here they come into the attacking zone, streaking past in on goal. They score! Breakaway marker, and it's Grady Veery open the scoring 1:02 into the hockey game. And this is great work by Veery to beat his man clean wide into the attacking zone, cut in on goal, and just roof it over the glove. And Conky Sunenshine didn't have much of a chance on this one. And that's a really tough break for the netminder. The first shot he faces of the hockey game is a breakaway, and it ends up behind him. 1-0 PCHA over Fairmont is the score. And now PCHA looking for more. Long shot for the point that goes wide on the stick side. Declan Andrews works the centering pass. There it is, high slot over skating. It is Noss. Bradley back the other way here for Fairmont. Finn Bradley dumping that puck in from the blue line. Behind the goal to play now is Parker Parrish. Now it's a chance back the other way for PCHA into the attacking zone. Looking for more, but getting his stick lifted there is going to be Kane Nicholas. Long dump in is going to be gloved down and played by Parrish. Now the puck flipped over to the far side. Into the attacking zone they come. Looking for that centering pass there was Bowman. Couldn't get that one off the way he wanted it to. Now it's Zhang back in the corner. He'll take a hard hit. Puck bouncing out to center ice. Hartsook hustling back into his own end to collect that loose puck. Cooper Hartsook setting up behind his own cage here. 2.5 gone by here in the opening frame. A 1-0 lead for Pacific Coast. Puck tipped down the near side glass. Conky Sunenshine behind the goal to play. Now it's Stengel walking his way through neutral territory. He'll get poke checked by Frizzle. Conky Sunenshine trying to throw a little bit of a pick there on the forechecking Case and Lambert. Now it's Stengel. Banks that puck back into the far corner. Now it's Frizzle. Tips that puck down and on the near side. Turning on the near side was Lambert. Couldn't find it. Stengel has it tied up there. Those two tangle up. Now it's Pham holding that puck in for PCHA. Throws that puck down low behind the goal. Frizzle, near side corner. Frizzle leaving that puck behind. Near circle, there's a shot, good blocker save made by Conky Sunenshine. That's McMillan letting that shot go from the near side face-off circle. First save of the hockey game made there by Piet Konki Sonnenschein. Product of Santa Monica, California, standing 6'2", $179. Back underway here. Here's Shahi. Carson Shahi works his way up to the high slot. Let's go a long shot that'll be deflected wide of the goal. Zhang sends it around to the far side for Tenner. They can't clear it out. There's a centering pass. Goes off the pad of the goaltender right into the slot, but that'll be taken aside by Tenen. Here he comes back the other way. Here comes Kai Shu. Tenen down the right wing. Tries a centering pass that goes through the open goal mouth. Nobody can find it. Longo gets a touch on it. Longo fighting into the far side circle. Now it's Tenen again. Far side half wall, throws it on goal, kicked out by Parrish. Sea Devils need to work the puck out of their own zone. Tenen's going to take a spill there. Sea Devils have a chance for an odd man rush here if they can gain the attacking zone, but Shahi's going to bobble it, and Longo dumps down low as his teammates complete a line change for Fairmont. 4:50 gone by here in the opening frame. Shots are 2 apiece, but it's a 1-0 lead for PCHA, and they're going to ice the puck here. Second game of the day. Earlier on this morning, Shawnigan Lake picked up a big victory over the Fraser Valley Thunderbirds, 4-3, a late winning goal from Samuel Wilson off a great feed from Maddock Bond, who was able to toe drag his way into some open ice, creating space for himself. Near side corner boards. Noss swings it around to the far side point along the wall. Now it's Veery, the game's first goal scorer. Gets that one down low. Zhang, he's able to fire that one up the ice. Got it out past Folick, chance back the other way here. Drop past the top of the circle from Veery, overskated by Nicholas, but PCHA still has the puck in the attacking zone. Long flip on net, blocker to side by the netminder. Konki Sonnenschein with a good stop. One of those ones that could definitely fool you. Didn't have a lot of speed, could have changed its velocity, or pardon me, its slope, I suppose. Now it's Silva back the other way here for Fairmont. Threw it onto the left wing, but that was a little bit too hot to handle there for Jordan Jacks. Now it's Nicholas again. Into the attacking zone, Veery back for Nicholas, near circle. Has it roll off his stick. Veery trying to go back up to the point, intercepted by Longo. He'll start it back the other way with speed. He's got Richards with him. Longo gains the blue line. Goes wide around the first check. Puck ends up loose in the corner. Racing after that one. Now loose puck in neutral territory. Fairmont trying to swing that one aside. It's Matthew Solers, Sheffield. Now back in comes PCHA, taking the shot, and a good blocker save made by Koki Sonnenschein, and then a big hit thrown by Swanson on Bowman. Puck still pinned up right here below us in the booth. Near side corner, it's Stewart. Trying to fire it ahead for Richards. That's out of his reach, but it's not going to be enough for an icing call. Bond. Threw it up for Stinkett. He'll tip that puck in from center ice. No icing, says the linesman. Stengel nearly turned that puck over, but he's able to fire it out to center. Dumped right back in by the Sea Devils as they complete a line change. Konki Sonnenschein out of the goal, leaving it behind. Swanson onto it now. Swanson forced wide. Stick check there by Lambert. Comes over to the near side for Zhang this time. He'll get hit by Lambert. Turnover. McMillan into the slot. Nice backhand pass near side. Short side shot. Got to go off the shoulder of the goaltender up into the netting and out of play on a very nice look for Kieran Wilson, who crept his way in from the point. Yet Konki Sonnenschein, a great reactionary left shoulder save as Wilson was looking for that short side corner. False start on this draw. They're going to send Longo in place of Kadri. Face-off win in the defensive zone here for Fairmont. They'll get it out to center ice. Longo dumps down low. Out of his goal to play is going to be Parker Parrish. PCHA starting to get a quick breakout here. They've worked their best so far in transition. Longo on the near side corner. Works that puck up the wall. Goes off a skate, goes right back to Longo, and he'll go for a loop behind his own cage as he didn't like what he saw. Approaching the halfway mark of this first period, still a 1-0 lead for PCHA. They're up 5-2 on the shots. Zhang trying to race loose, comes into the slot, down low, Hill, backhander, good save made by Koki Sunenshine. Now it's Stangl, near circle. Flips that one ahead for Longo. He'll go after that one down low, but he's not going to win that race into the corner against Cody Pham. Attempted long stretch pass for PCHA will be well out of the intended reach of Lavery, and that will be called an icing. 9:21 to go in this first period of play. A 1-0 lead for PCHA. Off the goal from Grady Veery. Offensive zone face-off win for Fairmont as Stewart lets that one go from the near point. An easy glove save made by Parker Parrish. Parrish, a good run so far this CSSHL season. 8-1-1 record, a 2.58 GAA. Over on the far side is Roman Lavery. Works that out to the opposing blue line, taken away now by Fairmont. It's Stewart. Stewart throws that one across the line, turned it over, but just over skating that puck is going to be Hill. That would have been a great chance for Elliott Hill. Now there's a chance in front of the net after a brutal pass by Paul Franklin. And lunging in was Lavery, trying to poke that one past the netminder. And man, oh man, that would have been something right there. Carson Shahi into the face-off dot here. He scored once in yesterday's victory against Fraser Valley. Already got 13 goals in the regular season back in the CSSHL. Face-off win for PCHA. They look for a backdoor tap in play for Hill, but he just missed him with the pass. Now it's forced out to center by Tenon. Onto that one now is Tristan Follick. He'll dump that one down low. Koki Sunenshine leaves that one behind for Solar Sheffield. Here comes Matthew Solar Sheffield. He's going to have that puck taken away from him. Centering pass, fanning on that one-timer chance in the slot is going to be Lavery. Lavery again, trying to get that puck in the corner. He's got Noss with him. Noss around onto the far side, centering pass. They score! Great shot from Mon. And it's a 2-0 lead for PCHA. Rylan Mon, the product of Nanaimo, about an hour-and-a-half car ride up the road, able to walk his way down the Trans-Canada Highway, collect that puck, and pump her low to the stick side. It's a great shot. And Mon has PCH up by a pair. 8:15 to go in the first. Here's Stangl, near side half wall at his blue line rather. Carries back into his own zone. Far side Swanson. Swanson a long stretch pass just out of the reach of the intended target of Nate McGillis. And that will be an icing called here against Fairmont Prep. Shots are now 8-2 in favor of Pacific Coast. Fairmont needs to find their game and they need to find it quickly. Because the way the PCHA is playing right now, they could run away with this hockey game. The offense is buzzing. Noss into the face-off dot here for PCHA. Swanson gets waved out. He's replaced by McGillis for Fairmont. Tie-up draw. Fairmont comes out with it in their own zone. Miata near side. Bank back to the line. Held in by PCHA. Dump that one down low. It's Declan Andrews. Worked over onto the far side now for Follick. Now it's Noss. Bumps into Stengel in the corner, back of the line. Mon, D-to-D pass. There's a long shot. Conkey Sunenshine makes the stick save. Now it's Miata pulling that puck loose out of the pile in the corner. Comes around onto the near side for Stengel. Cleared up the wall, knocked down at the half. McGillis after a down low centering pass right up the gut for Veery, but he couldn't handle that hand grenade of a pass. Back the other way is McGillis. He's in there 1-on-4, so he'll just turn onto the half wall, waiting for reinforcements. He'll just dump it down low as the rest of his line mates have gone for a change. He'll complete the bunch. Puck comes back to Leo Wang. He'll dump that one down low. Parrish behind his goal to stop. Parrish been very quiet in this opening frame. Hasn't had to see a lot of rubber so far. Nice inside-out dekes here. Work down into the corner. Barker standing guard in front. There's the pass back to the top of the circle. Long shot there. That's blocked by the pile. Longo, near side. Sidesteps the check from Stinka, but he still took a lot of it. Wang back the other way. Goes near side. Longo towards the front of the net. That one's blocked. Hard spill behind the net there for a PCHA player. I'm not sure who that one was, but man, that hurt. 6:10 to go here in period one. A 2-0 lead for PCHA. Into the attacking zone come the Sea Devils, but Bowman couldn't handle it. Kaishu Tenen back the other way. He'll flip that in from the red line, going off for a line change. Parrish out of his goal to play. He'll swing around to the near side. Sea Devils onto that puck. Here they come into the attacking zone. Lambert trying to cut his way to the front of the net with a power move save made. Rebounds blocked in front by Stengel, fearlessly standing in the blue paint. Play rolls on. It's a loose puck in the near side corner. Lambert trying to dig that one loose for PCHA. Jax is in there as well, as is Solar Sheffield and Finn Bradley. Comes out for Frizzle. Frizzle trying to work his way into the slot. McMillan is there as well. Lambert lifts the stick of his man, gets pinned up by Jax. McMillan will get it loose. It's top of the circle. Poke check on the play. PCHA still has the line, but not for long as it's going to be forced out by Franklin. Sea Devils ready to pack onto this puck. They'll fire down low. Solar Sheffield behind his own cage. McMillan's after him on the forecheck. Frizzle standing guard at the top of the blue paint. Puck cleared around to the far side. McMillan there gets a stick check on his man, but it still comes outside the line. They'll tag up, trying to come right back in. Frizzle onto the near side. Long shot from the top of the face-off circle from Follick, and a save made by Piet Konki Sunenshine. Konki Sunenshine coming into tonight's contest, or rather this morning's contest, with an 8-6-0 record and a 2.90 GAA in regular season play so far this year. Offensive zone face-off win here. Here's Lavery. Long shot from the point, kicked out by the right pad of the netminder. Zhang onto the loose puck. He's able to fire that one out. Goes off the back of the linesman. Fairmont back onto it. Longo into his own zone. Stewart. Lateral pass for Zhang. Back up the right wing wall. He'll find Longo. Longo has it knocked off his stick. Following up is Stewart. Sea Devils take that puck back. Chance down low. There's a shot ringing off the near side post. Off the stick of Hill. Chance back the other way for Longo. Longo down the left wing into the attacking zone. Top of the circle. Takes the shot. Goes off a stick up into the netting and out of play. Then the goaltender's going to get clipped. As it's James Richards who's going to end up bumping into Parker Parrish. As Richards got tangled up with the defenseman on the way to the front of the net. I think it was Mon. And ends up colliding with the netminder. He's back up, seems to be okay. 4:06 to go in the first. Shots are now 11-2 in favor of Pacific Coast Hockey Academy. They're up by a pair. It's 2-0. Defensive zone face-off win for PCHA. They're going to force this one out to center. And here they come, another 2-on-1 forming. There's a centering pass. They score! And PCHA might start running away with this one, as it's Kane Nicholas, his first goal of the tournament, off a hard storming rush down the far side wall from Veery. Veery will collect that puck. He'll settle it down, centering pass, and Nicholas goes to the net with his stick on the ice. He'd make Red-Green proud with that one. Nicholas is first of the turn. He makes it 3-0 for the Sea Devils, and here they come again looking for more. Veery was falling down, tried to sweep it across. Back onto the near side for Kane, who was looking for his second in about 10 seconds. Back the other way comes Kaishu Tenen into the attacking zone, taking the shot, and a glove save made and covered up by Veery. And here come PCHA again into the attacking zone, but they're going to go offside as they gain the line. Loose puck in neutral territory after that face-off. PCHA right back onto it. They're up 12-3 on the shot clock, and they gain the attacking zone again. A long shot towards the goal goes off the skate of a defender. Near side half wall, Paul Franklin out of Newport Beach. Gets it out to center ice, looking for Jax. Jax gets that inside the line. Finn Bradley in on the forecheck. He won't be able to catch up. Franklin intercepts a cross-rink pass, but as he gains the attacking zone, he didn't give his teammate Bradley enough time to evacuate, so that's another offside. 3-0 is the score, 3:02 to go in period number 1. Second of 4 games here this afternoon. This morning into this afternoon. Actually, no, we are officially afternoon. It's 12:03 local time now. Was struggling with that the entirety of that first game, folks. PCHA back onto that puck in their own zone. 2:49 to go in the first. Pass ahead. Frizzle working down low. McMillan was in there as well, but the puck will be sent back the other way by Kaishu Tenen. Tenen trying to chip and charge down the near side wall. He'll have that knocked off his stick, following up with Zeng to hammer it. Sea Devils are going to work this puck right back out of the zone. Fresh off the bench is Miata for Fairmont. Goes near side for Tenen, but that'll bounce off his stick as he bobbles it. Another chance here for the Sea Devils to gain the attacking zone, flipping it into the slot. Chance in front, it trickles in on goal. But Konki Sunenshine will cover up for the whistle. Frizzle, Lambert, and McMillan. This line is surprisingly dangerous. And a collection of hometowns here. McMillan, a local boy out of Victoria. Frizzle's out of Whitehorse in the Yukon. And there's a chance on goal turned aside by Konki Sunenshine. And Lambert out of Dryden, Ontario. 2 minutes even remaining in the period. There's a long shot on goal, tipped on the way through in the slot by Lavery, but that'll be deflected a little bit wide of the far side post. Now it's Stewart back into his own zone. Swanson onto it now. Dishes up the half wall for Stewart. Throwing that puck D to D. Stangl skates it back behind his own goal with 99 seconds left. Long stretch held in at the line. They'll walk, dish in front, save made, rebound. just trickled wide of the post as it was underneath Kunki Sunenshine. PCHA still on it. They'll look for a sharp angle, short side shot that'll go off the outside of the net. Stengel, loose puck. He'll fire that out to center. Hill will collect the Lucy. Hill works it onto the far side, right in front of the opposition's bench. He'll take a little bump there. That's a long stretch onto the far side, but unable to handle that puck is Bradley. Now here comes PCHA looking for more into the attacking zone. Near side Shahi puts it between his own legs, works his way behind the goal. Carson Shahi up to the far point. He'll leave that puck behind. There's a long shot on goal. Save made. Rebounds there for Lavery. Trying to bat that one home, but it's a good stop made by Kunki Sunenshine, and he'll give Kane Nicholas a shove for his troubles as well. And he's still trying to just almost force push him out of the goal there. That's a good stop made. There's the initial stop, but you can see the problems here for Fairmont. There's two guys right in front of the net with no defenseman there to try to protect the goalie. You can't find yourself getting much success if you're going to be leaving your goaltender out to dry like that. Fairmont definitely needs to clean it up for the next two periods. Here's a shot from the line for Folick. His shot will go wide. Now it's Zhang. High off the glass, down the ice. After it, there's going to be Kaishu Tenen battling one-on-one with the defender. Tenen, he's down there 2-on-2 now as he waited for a little bit of help, but it's going to be forced back out here by PCHA. Here they come yet again. It's Veery. He opened the scoring a little earlier on. He also has an assist. They find Nos at the half wall. Cycle pass down into the corner was fanned on, so Stanko can take possession. Now it's Longo. Longo turning on the near side corner. 8 seconds left in the period. Longo up for Kadri. He couldn't handle it. PCHA back in possession. They're going to wind down the clock here as they lay a beating on Fairmont in the opening 20 minutes of play. 15-3 are the shots on goal, and they're up 3-0. Yet Kunki Sunenshine, the only reason this game is a whole lot not worse for Fairmont Prep. But we will take a quick peek now at the scoring summary in the opening 20 minutes of play, rather the opening 18 minutes of play. You guys know. You guys know. But it's currently a 3-0 lead, and PCHA has been playing good hockey here. And they deserve to be up top for a reason. You know, you look at the way that they've played. Flat out, they have been a much, much better team than Fairmont, and it is exemplified by what we noticed there at the dying stages of that first period of play. Kunki Sunenshine making a stop in front of the net. A great save, might I add, getting a glove on that one, finding the loose puck at the top of the blue paint. The problem with that one, was there a Fairmont defender or forward anywhere near the crease, anywhere around that loose puck? No, there wasn't. You know who was there? Two players from PCHA. They were buzzing, looking for a loose puck. That is something that Fairmont desperately needs to clean up. Their goaltender is doing a good job of making the initial stop. It's the fact that pucks are sitting there, allowed to sit there, and players are from PCHA are being allowed to walk to the front of the net, find those loose pucks, and capitalize on those opportunities. As we take a look at the scoring summary in the opening 20 minutes of play here, going to take a quick peek here and compare and contrast mine, because I believe we have a scoring, an incorrect score on our website. So my apologies. So it was Grady Veery to open the scoring here. The website has credited the goal to Cody Pham, 18-19. That was the problem there. So that said, Veery getting the PCHA Sea Devils onto the board. That made it 1-0. The assist going to Nos and Declan Andrews. A little bit after that, Rylan Mon, a beauty of a shot, making it 2-0. And then after that, Veery storming down the far side wall. A great centering pass. Kane Nicholas, right place, right time with his stick on the ice, able to tap that one home, making it 3-0. And it could have been a lot worse. Shots are 15-3 in favor of PCHA. They are cruising. They could put this thing into park if they wanted to. The way that Fairmont has played in the opening frame, PCHA basically has their work done for the afternoon. So if you're Fairmont, you desperately need to have a better period in number 2 and number 3 for that matter, and it starts with the first couple shifts. Fairmont needs to be better in their own zone. They need to be better at generating chances, and they need to get some pucks fired towards Parrish in goal for PCHA. So if you take a look here at that roster, you need to look at that top line. No further than the top line of Tenen, Kadri, and Longo. Those are the 3 dogs that you need to be carrying the fight going into the second and third periods here against a team that outplayed them pillar to post in period number 1. They need to be better. We'll see if they can do that. Your score after 20 minutes of play, PCHA 3, Fairmont Prep no score. For Trickshaw Media, my name is Joey Pitt. We will step aside and talk to you in a few. And welcome back to the Purdy. 18 minutes on the clock, a 3-0 lead for PCHA. They were dominant in period one. Fairmont looking to clean it up here in the second. Here's Wilson, a long stretch pass that'll be dumped into the attacking zone. Get Konki Sunshine behind his net to play. That'll be turned over inside the line by Fairmont, but they're back onto that puck now as it'll be swept out by Michael Stewart. Now it's Pham. Throws that puck forward. Hill trying to go down low for Veery. That's taken aside. Here's Stewart again. Trying to start it up the near side wall. PCHA doing a very good job of establishing a strong side lock on whatever side Fairmont tries to break the puck out on. Here's Hill. He'll find the trailer Wilson. Worked below the goal line here. Veery is in front of the net. Carson Shaw, he has it knocked off his stick. And it's just enough on it for an icing as we get the whistle behind Parker Parrish. We didn't get much of an opportunity to talk about Parrish in that first period as he only faced 3 shots, but 6'1", $165 out of Richmond is Parrish. 09 born goaltender, 8-1-1 record, 2.58 goals against average, and a .933 save percentage, which in U18 hockey is virtually unheard of. He's had a great season. PCHA setting back up here. They'll go to work. Little drop pass there for Folek, centering pass. That'll be a stick save made by Konki Sunshine. There's a shot off the crossbar. Rebound fired on goal, and they're going to wave this one off. I think they're going to say the net. Oh, it's a kicking motion. Pardon me. I thought they were going to try to say the net was off its moorings, but they're going to say it was kicked. And Konki Sunshine doing a big panto there, saying, hey, the officials are talking about this one. PCHA's going for their flyby. It should be Noss should this goal stand, as he's the one who led it. We'll take a look at the replay here. There's the shot. There's the rebound. Fired towards the goal. That'll go off a skate. I think this one should stand. I didn't see a kicking motion. That looks like a redirection, not a kick. Remember, that is the rule. You can't have a distinct kicking motion like you would in soccer or a punter in football, but you can redirect the puck with your skate. And they will be counting this goal. It's a 4-0 lead now for PCHA. Looks like the first of the tournament for Ethan Noss out of Collegeville, PA. Hometown of my buddy Joey Macrina, former West Kelowna Warrior. Currently having a good time over there in Sioux City in the USHL. Committed to Quinnipiac. Good buddy of mine. All the best to Joey Macrina. You should clip this so I can send it to him, Shahab. So now it's a 4-0 lead. Shots are now 17-3 in favor of PCHA. Konki Sunshine still in goal for Fairmont, as you can't fault him for what has transpired here in the early stages of this hockey game through the first 20 minutes or so. And here they come looking for more. Noss worked that puck down low, ends up on the far side half wall. One-on-one puck battle. Turns into a 2-on-2 puck battle. Puck will swing around to the near side half. Onto it, there's Declan Andrews. Bumps that one behind the goal. Trying to dig that one loose was Connor Zeng. Comes up the half, forced to the line. Long shot on goal, turned aside by Konki Sunshine. Now it's Noss again. Worked into the corner, there's the centering pass. Veery took it off the skate, couldn't get it back up to his forehand to pull the trigger. Back the other way comes Fairmont. They were looking for, Zeng was trying to go off for a line change, didn't realize the pass was coming to him, so he didn't take that one in stride. Long stretch pass intended for Veery's, a touch out of his reach, but they're going to wave it off, saying it was tipped. Nicholas lets that one go forward. Chance back the other way for Longo. Longo into the attacking zone, near circle, tries a shot, right pad save made by Parrish. Now it's Richards back the other way. Hustling back into his own zone, trying to catch up. Turn and burn chance on a wraparound. Save made, rebounds there for Stinka, trying to jam that one. They're still jamming away, and Konki Sunshine on top of that loose puck, he'll cover for the whistle. Currently a 4-0 lead for PCHA in this hockey game. Tied for the largest spread of goals so far in the tournament. The only lead to reach 4 was Shawnigan's lead over this same Fairmont team yesterday. 20-4 are the shots on goal. PCHA wins that offensive zone faceoff, but they win it a little bit too well as it goes all the way back to their blue line. Rylan Mon throws that puck ahead for Stick. He'll chip that one down the wall. Cleared back down the same wall by Fairmont. Now PCHA will start it again from their own end. Here's Mon. Bank pass forward. Tipped into the attacking zone by Bowman, but he was not able to catch up to that puck. Back the other way they come. It's Paul Franklin. Goes wide. Centering pass, trying to bank it in off the skate of the goaltender. Now it's Jax. Behind the goal, there's the centering pass. Trying to find Finn Bradley, but that pass will be taken aside by Barker. Barker sends that puck into the far corner. It's back to the near side now for Hartsuk. Cooper Hartsuk. Long stretch pass ahead. Barker to the attacking zone. Short pass ahead. Pad save made by Konki Sunenshine as he spreads out in the splits. One thing you can't say is that Konki Sunenshine is out of the game here as he's still dialed in. As you see him spread out to try to find that rebound in front of him. Exchanging words with the official now. 3:50 gone by here in the second, now a 4-0 lead. Puck held in at the line there by Kieran Wilson. Ends up onto the far side, Kaysen Lambert. Now Kadri trying to work this puck out of his own zone, ends up taking a whack. Chance back into the attacking zone, centering pass, that'll go through the open goal mouth. Puck held in at the line one more time. Wilson watching guard at the point. He tried to creep his way into the circle, but that pass will be intercepted. Chance back the other way for Fairmont. Here comes Longo. Longo gains the zone, fires down low. Was looking to find Solar Sheffield behind the net who would join that rush, but it was out of his reach. Now he'll hustle to the bench. Now it's Pham, walks up the gut out of his own zone, nearly turning that puck over, but Kaishu Tenen unable to hold that puck in at the line. Now Tenen, a centering pass that'll come right into Parrish, who plays that one aside himself. Kaysen Lambert back the other way for PCHA, works it into the middle for McMillan. McMillan works it down into the corner and around behind the cage. He's got Frizzle there as well. There's the shot, turned aside and covered. Andrews and Follett coming out here on the points now for PCHA. Shahi, Parsons, and Lavery coming out now on forward. Meanwhile, Jax, Swanson, and Franklin out there on the opposite side. Offensive zone face-off win. Here's a long shot from Follett. Save made. Rebound just goes wide. They'll try it on the near side post, and that one will go off the outside. Shahi works his way back up top. Good save made. Rebound comes loose into the circle. Back the other way comes Miata. Louis Miata trying to go wide around his man. Centering pass just slightly out of the reach of Stewart. Now Miata tries to center that one. Parson Shahi, the interception. He'll take it for a loop behind his own cage and start it back the other way on the near side. Here comes Parson Shahi, trying to weave his way through traffic. Lost the handle on it, following up his Lavery. Shahi again. Center ice pass for Kane Nicholas. Already one goal in this game. Veery tried to take a shot there. It'll roll off his stick as he dropped down to one knee for that hard wrister. Chance back the other way. Miata trying to sprawl out to play that loose puck. He'll end up spiking it towards the goal, but it's calmly played by Parrish. Hartsuk back the other way. Forward for Noss, the latest goal scorer. Noss into the attacking zone, cutting wide to the left. Noss around behind the cage, comes out on the near side. He's still got that puck, leaving it behind in the corner now. Here's Grady Veery. Veery up top. Long shot for the point, blocked in front. Veery trying to find the rebound, but he overskates it. Knotts looking to keep that puck in at the line. It'll be forced out now by Fairmont. Delayed penalty coming up here, and it's going to be against PCHA. Richards a little spill there as he tries to spin away from a check, and we'll get the whistle on the play as Fairmont will go to the power play for the first time. Interference call coming up here against Knotts. Here we go. Fairmont looking to get back into this hockey game. They need a shot of momentum. Kadri waved out of the face-off dot. He's replaced by Swanson. They're not going to let Swanson take it. He's going to be replaced by Kaishu Tenen. Face-off win for Barker. Hartsuk onto the loose puck behind his own goal. He'll go high off the glass down the length of the ice. Good start to the kill for the Sea Devils. Here comes Fairmont back out of their own zone. PCHA wants a high sticking penalty on the play on 10, and they're not going to get it. Now it's going to be forced outside the line. Barker's after it near side wall. Barker into the attacking zone. Chips it across. They score! A short-handed marker, making it 5-0. And it's Drew Stinka, his second of the tournament. And it just comes here. Look at the pass across. And it's no mistake made. Just tap that one home. The goaltender doesn't have much of a chance. It's a hard pass across. And as we mentioned, no mistake made there. A 5-0 lead, just about at the halfway mark of this game, and it could get a lot worse. PCHA still short-handed. Here's McGillis, gains the line for Fairmont. Puck cleared to the line, knocked down by Finn Bradley. Half wall McGillis. Backhand pass down low for Miata. Now Wilson will get that puck loose. He'll send that one out to center. Stengel collects. Stengel waiting for his teammates to tag up. He'll fire one in on goal. Glove down by Parrish. He'll take his time. And he'll clear that puck out himself, as Fairmont was actually offside on the play, so they couldn't go in on a forecheck. Now it's Wilson trying to muscle that puck out of the zone himself. McMillan's there too. He'll get that one ahead. Here's McMillan. Another short-handed rush here for PCHA. McMillan puts it between the legs of the defender, collects it back up in the corner. And now he'll send it all the way back up to his own blue line for Wilson, just eating off more time on this penalty kill. And then a long clear down the length of the ice. 20 seconds left in the penalty to Knotts. Here's Franklin. Franklin, little drop pass for Solar Sheffield. Sheffield's pass for Jackson. Got blocked up initially, now it's pinned up along the near side boards right in front of our camera. Lambert sent to the ice. Puck off a skate, chance into the attacking zone now for Franklin. Franklin battling there with Declan Andrews. Puck comes into the corner, hard hit thrown. Andrews works that puck into the middle. Little touch pass there from Kane Nicholas ahead. We have a knee-on-knee hit, it looked like, in neutral territory. No call on the play. Hard hit behind the net now. And we have a whistle on the play this time. And we'll see what happened here. We'll take a look at this first collision, this knee-on-knee hit. And you can see the PCHA bench pop up immediately wanting a call. Face-off is going to come back down into the Sea Devil zone. 8:47 to go in our second period of play. Defensive zone win for PCHA. Hartsuk onto the near side for Mon. Mon, nice bank pass up the near side. Shahi forces that one ahead. Chance in front for Veer, he fires just wide. Lavery in front of the net, who had that glorious chance. Puck worked back to the near side point. Mon goes down low. He'll let that one go along to the near side. Mon pinches down from the point. Back down low, Lavery trying to find Shahi in the corner. He'll do just that now. Shahi walks his way back up to the point. His attempted pass down low goes off the skate of Longo, back down into the C-double zone. Parrish out of his goal to play. Swings it around to the near side for Hartsuk. Hartsuk stretches it ahead for Lavery. He'll tip that puck into the attacking zone. Hartsuk doing his best to keep that in at the line. And now here they come again. Centering pass from Hill, trying to find Shahi back door, just out of his reach. Now Shahi trying to work to the front for Lavery. That one's blocked. Fairmont able to work this puck out to center ice. Sent onto the far side now. Tenen fires it over top of the net. That'll ring off the glass behind the goaltender, Parrish. Held it at the line. As Solar Sheffield try to keep that puck in. Now it's going to be forced ahead. It's Nicholas, right circle. Kane Nicholas finds the trailer. Veery, that shot will be blocked on the way through. Chance back the other way for Fairmont if they hurry. But the pass will be behind the intended recipient, Louis Miata. Kadri trying to bump that one up the wall. Loses it to Noss, and it's forced back out to center ice again. All the way back down into the PCHA zone. Pham onto it. Here comes Pham with a nice head of steam down the left wing. Centering pass, Veery onto the near side. They score! Veery for Noss, and he rips it bar down. It's 6-0 PCHA. Ethan Noss out of Collegeville, PA, gets a nice little backhand pass from Veery. Gets it in the right circle, and he'll fire it across the goaltender blocker side, bar Dizzle. And with 6:37 to go in the second period of play, it's now a 6-0 lead for Pacific Coast. Now Pacific Coast trying to keep that puck inside the liner. It'll be forced out now, but they'll regain the zone on the near side this time. Franklin after it for Fairmont. He'll be pinned up by Drew Stinka. There's a centering pass near side. Fired on goal. Good blocker save made by Konki Sunenshine. Nice look there on the play for Kieran Wilson. And now as Pham goes back to touch, we'll get an icing on the play with 5:59 to go in the middle frame. Shots now 29-7 in favor of Pacific Coast. They're up 6-0. Franklin on the far side. Can't muscle the puck out of the zone. Stinka holding that puck in. He'll flip that one down low, and that defensive zone face-off win for Fairmont. That'll just trickle back in on the goaltender who covers up. 29-7 the shots on goal. A 6-0 lead with 5:45 to go here in period number 2. Offensive zone face-off win. Rylan Mon tries a shot and he scores. And there's another marker here. Pardon me, this time it's going to be Declan Andrews firing that shot from the near side face-off circle through traffic. That's another one here for PCHA as they're running away with it. Declan Andrews back in his own zone. He'll start it back the other way. Andrews dumps it behind the goal. After it, there's going to be Trayton Frizzle. Frizzle can't get there in time. Tennant playing it at the half wall. Can't clear the zone. It trickles in on goal. Konki Sunenshine will cover up for the whistle. And you have to feel for the netminder at this stage of the hockey game, getting absolutely peppered. A 7-0 lead now. Tennant trying to gain the line on the near side. He'll be stopped up at the line by Declan Andrews. Now it's Kadri trying to walk across the blue line on the far side. He'll blow a tire. Fullick back the other way here for PCHA. Dishes across, back to the near side. Kaysen Lambert skates it into the right circle, down to the goal line. Lambert feeds behind the goal onto the far side. Now it's Frizzle. Frizzle leaves that puck there. Hartsuk tries a centering pass. That one's blocked in front. Chance back the other way. Here's Longo. He'll throw it near for Kadri. Kadri walking to the front of the net, takes the shot over top of the blocker of Parrish, but over top of the crossbar as well. Now it's McMillan forward for Frizzle. He's got Lambert joining the rush. There's the pass for the trailer. Good save made. Rebound ends up behind the goal. Best save of the hockey game there for Konki Sunenshine. And now we have a delayed penalty coming up in the near side corner. And it's a hooking call. And it looks like it's going to be Rylan Mon taking the seat here. Second trip to the man advantage coming up for Fairmont Prep. They're 0 for 1. Face-off win for Fairmont. They'll go to work here. There's a long shot for the point, blocked by the pile in front. Back onto it is Stengel. Stengel, D-to-D pass. Back up top, Stengel gets it, far point. He'll walk to the top of the circle, tries a shot, it's blocked, finds that puck again, as did McGillis, but he was looking the wrong way. Lavery chipping it back the other way. He's got a man coming with him. Lavery towards the front of the net, pass across. That'll go wide. Glorious chance there for PCHA to strike shorthanded yet again and extend the lead to 8. Fairmont will flip that puck into the near side corner. 3:20 to go in the second period. Wilson onto the loose. He'll clear it to the line, knocked down by McGillis. Miata with McGillis. Puck cleared to the line, just gets out past Bradley, all the way down in on goal. Konki Sunenshine will play that one. He'll leave it behind for Connor Zhang. Here's Zhang, drops that puck back at the blue line. Longo gains the zone. Fires it around to the near side. Swanson lets it go past him, back to the line. Swanson gets that puck again, down low. Swanson tries a centering pass, goes right up the gut. Longo's onto it now. Longo centers, firing it just wide of the goal is going to be Trevor Swanson. Now it's a chance here for Elliott Hill to work the puck out of his own zone, can't clear. Swanson able to hold that puck in at the blue line. Andrews fans on his clearing attempt after taking a pass from his goaltender Parrish. Fullick far side, and he will make no mistake as he'll send it the length. Konki Sunenshine out of his goal to play. He'll ring that around the far side boards, knocked down by a forechecker. That'll be worked over to the far circle, but it's out of the reach of its intended target. Now it's Kadri. Works it ahead. Tennant, back near side Kadri. Trying to work his way into the slot. Goes down low. Swanson tips that on goal, and a left pad save made by Parker Parrish. Swanson will give a big whack to the goalpost on his way by, as he is not happy he missed there. Long stretch ahead, Tennant after it. The attempted clear is going to go up high on Longo. He was able to skate after it initially, but now it's taken away by Hartsuk. 100 seconds left in the second period of play, a 7-0 lead for the Pacific Coast Hockey Academy Sea Devils. Day 2 of the Robertson Invitational. Hartsuk near side. Bank pass forward. And two Fairmont players, it's going to be Franklin and Richards colliding in the high slot there. Back to the point, Hartsuk trying to slap a rolling puck towards the goal. That'll be blocked by the pile. Now it's Veery. He'll take his time, waiting for his teammates to tag up before he'll dump down low. Richards took a run at him. Veery was able to stand his ground, and Richards took the worst of that bump. Mon onto the near side for Veery. He'll lift that one into the attacking zone, landing behind the goal. Back the other way comes Michael Stewart. Got it out as far as center ice before he'll fall down, losing possession in the process. Wilson back the other way into the attacking zone. Throws it onto the far side. They'll look for a backdoor play. Chance in front of the goal. They bang away at that one before it's covered up by Conkey Soon and Shine. 29.9 left in our second period of play. (32-9) of the shots on goal so far. Offensive zone face-off win here for PCHA. They'll set up again. Long shot from Wilson, tipped on the way through, that's blocked. And now that puck will come out into neutral territory. Barker onto the right wing. Bowman looked for a drag move, comes back for Stinka. Stinka working his way into the high slot. That'll be knocked off his stick. Fairmont has possession. The last couple seconds will tick off the clock, and that will do it for period 2 here at Charlie Purdy Arena. And it has been all Fairmont prep here in the second, it's been all PCHA in the Fairmont zone in the second period of play. They were able to add 4 more goals to increase their lead to 7-0 after 40 minutes of play, as we take a look at the scoring summary in the first 2 periods. So as we mentioned, it was Veery opening the scoring from Noss and Andrews. Following that, Mon gets his first of the tournament from Noss as well. And then Kane Nicholas on a great pass from Grady Veery made it 3-0 after the opening frame. Jump to the second, Veery scoring his second of the game, second of the game, third of the tournament. The assist going to Nicholas and Noss. That's 3 assists so far in the hockey game for Ethan Noss. Drew Stinka would strike a little bit later on to score his second of the tournament. The assist going to Braden Barker. Ethan Noss would then strike himself as Noss picks up his first goal of the tournament. He's now up to 5 points on the night. And then just before the end of the frame, Declan Andrews added his first of the tournament, the assist going to Braden Barker and Drew Stinka. And that's where we sit after 2 periods of play here at Charlie Purdy Arena in Shawnigan Lake. Folks, we are going to step aside for our second intermission. When we return, we'll have the third period call. Your score after 40 minutes, Fairmont no score, Pacific Coast Hockey Academy 7. For Trickshaw Media, my name is Joey Pitt. We will talk to you in a few. 2 periods down, 1 to go. One team is flying high. The other one is just holding on. A 7-0 lead for PCHA after 40 minutes of play. A 32-9 lead on the shot clock. And here come the Sea Devils looking for more. Lavery onto the far side. Hills in front of the net. Carson Shahi trying to get that one behind the goal. That'll be taken aside by Zhang. Back the other way comes Zhang for Fairmont. Zhang gaining the blue line. He'll fire that in on goal. Blockered aside by the netminder. Back the other way come the Sea Devils out of their own zone. Here's Hill trying to cut wide to the front of the net. He'll be tripped by the goaltender, no call. Here comes Kadri back the other way. He's got a man with him, it's Richards. Feeds him the puck now on the far side, trying to flip that back towards the goal, but that'll be sticked aside by a defender. Stretch pass out of the reach of its intended target, Kane Nicholas. Puck stays down low in the near side corner after going off the skate of the referee. Kadri, a long one right up the gut, intercepted easily by a PCHA defender. Lavery will go off for a line change. Here they come into the attacking zone. Centering pass, they score! Kane Nicholas got a cross-rink pass in the near side face-off circle, doesn't hold on to it, feeds it right back where it came from, and Veery banks home his second of the game. Or pardon me, that's the hat-trick goal for Veery. Will not show up on the website as the first goal was incorrectly credited. Now we have an icing on the play. Another whistle. So the first goal of the game was scored by Grady Veery. It was incorrectly credited to Cody Pham. Veery added a second in the second period, and then he just completed the hat trick there. Here's Stengel, near side corner. 8-0 lead here for PCHA as Stengel starts it out back the other way for Fairmont. Zhang gets it as far as center. That'll be stopped up, comes right back to him. They'll throw a DDD for Bradley. Out into neutral territory. Miata try to walk across the line. He'll take a spill. Chance back the other way for PCHA, looking for more. Chance here. There's the shot on goal. Conkey, Soon and Shine will make the stop. Now, obviously, Konkin Sudenshine cannot be blamed for his team's performance in this hockey game, but you have to wonder why he has been left in this long. Not in terms of the fact that a goalie change could spark a little bit of momentum for your club, but simply just to not shell-shock your goaltender for future games. Half of goaltending is confidence, and having an outing like this certainly cannot be good for that. Franklin works that down the far side wall. Now it's Rylan Mon. Mon banks it ahead. Kick pass forward into the attacking zone comes PCHA. Barker takes a hard spill into the end wall. He's back onto his feet, seems to be okay. Hard hit neutral territory. Solar Sheffield takes the shot from the slot, and that'll be swallowed up and covered by Parker Parrish. Next game after this one will come to you at 3:30 here on Trick Shot. St. George's taking on the Fraser Valley Thunderbirds. Second game of the day for Fraser Valley, first for St. George's. Back the other way come the Sea Devils, but they're going to be offside on the play, as Barker lost an edge trying to throw on the brakes before they gained the attacking zone. Or pardon me, that was Bowman on the near side, Barker on the far as Stinka gained the line. 33-10 of the shots on goal, 8-0 is the score. Neutral zone draw controlled here by the Sea Devils. Here they come back across the line. Stengel will take that puck back after a misplay. Throws it over to the far side for Wang. Wang up the wall. It's going to be blocked. Kason Lambert doing a good job to keep that in the zone. There's the centering pass into the slot, fired just wide on the play by Frizzle. McMillan was watching there as well, trying to find a rebound. McMillan onto it, throws it back to the point. Long shot, blocker save made by Conky Sunenshine. Kason Lambert lets that one go to the far side, half wall for Frizzle. Frizzle looking back to the point. D-to-D pass. Looking for a backdoor play was Mon, but couldn't find his intended target of McMillan. Sea Devils back onto that puck in neutral territory. They'll regain possession in the attacking zone. There's the centering pass, goes through the open goal mouth. Conky Sunenshine tried to get a glove on that one, but he couldn't find it. Here's Lambert, nice little spin move on the half wall from his stomach. Tried to sweep that one into the slot, but that's taken aside now by Kaishu Tenen. He'll backhand that one out to center ice. Glove down there by a defender. Back the other way comes PCHA one more time. Pham works that puck down low. Wasn't able to work it to McMillan. Now it's Miata. Miata from his own blue line lifts that forward on the backhand. That'll be tipped into the attacking zone. Pham back to play it here for PCHA. 4:15 gone by here in the third. Stretch pass ahead for Lavery. Lavery down the near side, backhand pass across, taking it off the leg, trying to get it back up to the forehand. But they can't get the shot off. It's a good little look there for Elliott Hill. Just couldn't get that one to go the way he wanted it to. And now we have a whistle on the play and a penalty coming up for boarding, as Fairmont will head back to the power play here. 13:24 to go in the third. Another trip to the man advantage here for Fairmont. 0 for 2 so far. Face-off win here in the attacking zone. Here's Zhang up top. Zhang skates to the top of the right circle, drops it back for Longo. Longo. The defender's lost a glove on the play. He's going to have to skate to get it. It's Noss. Now it's Tennant. Up top, Zhang. Zhang, a shot through traffic, hits a skate and goes wide. Tennant, far side half wall. Tennant works his way into the slot, works to the bottom of the circle now. Sharp angle bid from Kadri. That'll be fought off by the right arm of Parrish. Tennant walking the line again. Comes onto the near point. Dumps that one down low. Tennant gets that one back. Up top, Zhang. Far side, Tennant. Near side, Longo. Long shot. That'll be blocked on the way through. Rebound held into the line by Zhang as he dumps into the corner. Trevor Swanson trying to work that to the front of the net. He'll get a check from behind on the play. That'll draw the ire of the official. And it's a cross-checking minor coming up here. And a minute 2 of 5-on-3 coming up here for Fairmont as they look to find their way onto the score sheet. Bullock taking the seat here for cross-checking. Bradley into the face-off dot here for Fairmont. And that puck will be fired down the length of the ice, just wide of the goal. Conky Sunenshine will stop that one with the paddle. Leaving it behind for Cameron Stengel. Stengel back the other way. Weaves his way across the blue line on the near side, turning at the bottom of the face-off circle. Stengel goes down into the corner. He'll find Nate McGillis. Back up for Stengel. He'll walk. Finds McGillis, bottom of the circle, back into the slot. It's Bradley. He shoots, stick save made, rebounds loose, and it's covered up by Parrish. .30 seconds remaining in the first penalty, a minute 28 to go in the second. Puck pulled loose by PCHA. They'll backhand that one down the length of the ice. First penalty to Lavery, about to expire. He's got 17 seconds left on his minor. Now it's Stengel, drops that one back. Walking in is Michael Stewart. Stewart throws it back. Stewart getting that puck again. Throws it far. Stengel into the corner, Stewart. First penalty's expired, it's 5-on-4. Stewart to the point, Finn Bradley. Bradley back for Stewart. Those two will switch. Michael Stewart, D to D, and a long shot from Cameron Stengel will go wide. The rebound's fired the length of the ice. Stengel throws that one up to center ice. Longo got hit from behind by Stinka on the play, allowing him to not be able to take that pass cleanly. PCHA will send that right back down. 14 seconds left in this penalty. Zhang falls down in the slot, but Barker couldn't find it. Back the other way comes Kadri. Kadri across the blue line, bobbles the puck. Chance back the other way here. Long pass onto the near side. Carrying down low is Pham. Rings that one off the outside of the post. PCHA trying to work this puck out. They'll get it onto the far side and into the attacking zone. Here they come, looking for more. There's a centering pass from Wilson. That one's going to be intercepted on the play by Franklin. Ahead for Tennant. Back for Franklin. He'll fan on his pass. Following up is going to be Solar Sheffield. His shot goes wide on the glove side. Rebound will come out to center. Leo Wang dumps that one in from the red line. Parrish out of his goal to play. He'll send that onto the far corner and back onto the near side on a little D-to-D pass. Back across the line, little drag shot. Blocker save made by Konki Sunenshine off that hard wrister from Stinka. 9:20 to go in the third, just about at the halfway mark of our third period. Franklin a long dump in, glove down and covered by Parker Parrish. Parrish only seen 12 shots so far in this hockey game. He's been really quiet. And sometimes as a goaltender, that's a welcome sight. Enough to keep you warm should the play come back into your own zone, but keep him to the outside and let your netminder do the rest. Parrish takes his time before he sends that pass off from behind the goal. Now it's Veery. 3 goals in this hockey game. Veery shoots, scores! Another one for Grady Veery as the Campbell River product is lighting it up today. That's his 4th of the hockey game. And this comes from sloppy play in the defensive zone here. Or pardon me, there we see the last penalty on the play, rather. Back underway here, a 9-0 lead. Now PCHA has a little under 9 minutes to hit double digits. Near side is Noss. Centering pass into the slot, just over Skinny. That one was Veery, who had a chance to get 5. The old Safeway $1 million scoring win could have been in effect there. Solar Sheffield holds that puck in at the line, throws that towards the goal. Tipped on the way through by McGillis. Tried to go between his own legs, but that one's wide and blocked. Solar Sheffield carries that puck back across the line, losing the handle on it though to Declan Andrews. Andrews throws that puck into the middle, back the other way come the Sea Devils. Veery turning on the half wall, finds the trailer. Long shot goes off the stick, above the netting and off the wall here, back into play, but that will be a whistle with 8 minutes to go in the third. St. George's and Fraser Valley, the next matchup coming up your way at 3:30 from here at Charlie Purdy Arena, the final matchup of the day between the Palm Springs Hockey Academy and Shawnigan Lake School. Catch both of those games right here on Trick Shot. 7:59 to go in the third. Offensive zone face-off win for Frizzle. Trying to work it to the front of the net. That'll be blocked. Now it's Wang. Chip pass forward for Bradley. Couldn't catch up to it, however. Frizzle again after it in neutral territory. Trayton Frizzle has his pocket picked on the play. Wang throws it across onto the far side. Kadri, touch pass into the middle for Franklin. He'll get tanked in neutral territory by Rylan Vaughn. As Mon has been dangerous on every aspect of this game so far. As has been basically everybody on this PCHA lineup. Here's Lambert. Kason Lambert forced around behind the goal by Bradley. He'll throw on the brakes. Goes near side corner for Frizzle. Frizzle holds, shoots, pad save made by Konki Sunenshine. Puck held in at the line by Andrews. They'll dump back down low. Frizzle to the point. Long shot, right pad save made by Konki Sunenshine. Wang battling there with McMillan. Bradley's in there too. Comes out for Stewart. Michael Stewart back the other way, has the puck roll off his stick. He'll get tripped in neutral territory, no call. Now Frizzle accepts that pass in neutral territory. He'll take a hop and a skip stumble. Now it was Tenen trying to walk his way back into the attacking zone, made one too many moves and loses the handle on the puck. Now back the other way, come PCHA with speed. But I think they're going to get hit with too many players on the ice here, and yes, they will. I think in most situations, PCHA might have gotten away with that one, but in a game like this one, the officials are just going to call that one. I'm not sure that it ended up hitting the skate of the player getting onto the bench. But regardless, they're going to be sending Frizzle to the sin bin here to serve the bench minor. .6:29 to go in our third. A 9-0 lead for the Pacific Coast Hockey Academy over Fairmont Prep. Here's Tenen. Up to the point for Zhang. Far side Tenen, up top Zhang. Back over to the left circle for Tenen. He'll throw it towards the goal. A good stick save made by Parrish. Loose puck for Longo at the half wall. He'll dump down low. Out of the reach of Trevor Swanson. Loose into the corner, and PCHA is going to work this out of the zone. Chance for a shorthanded 2-on-1. Centering pass is going to be blocked before it found its way into Hill. Back the other way is Zhang. Shahi's after him on the back check. Zhang gaining the line. Trying to hook that one back for Swanson, who nearly overskated that puck. Fairmont forced to tag up and try it again. Kaishu Tenen carries across the line. Weaves his way onto the near side half wall. Tenen throwing on the brakes, back to the line for Longo. That one's intercepted. Another shorthanded rush here, and it's going to be a late offside called against Hill, as they're going to say he had a step ahead of Shahi. He's not happy about the calls. He voiced his displeasure to the official on his way back to the bench. Neutral zone face-off win for Fairmont. They got a minute left in this power play. Stengel weaving his way through neutral territory, gaining the line. He'll throw near for Stewart. Stewart back to the point for Stengel. Near side point, Stewart. Stewart back up top, Stengel. Long shot well wide of the goal on the short side. Stewart again down in the corner. Bradley's filling his spot at the half wall. Puck cleared to the far side point. Stengel holding the line. Down to the bottom, or rather to the hash marks, comes back to the near side, Bradley. Up top, Stengel. He'll be poke checked on the play by Barker, and the loose puck will trickle all the way down into the Fairmont zone. 25 seconds left in this power play. Fairmont about to fall to 0 for 4 with the man advantage here. Bradley stretches it ahead for Miata. He'll tip that puck into the far corner. 12 seconds left in the man advantage, as that'll be sent right back out to center ice. Frizzle preparing to rejoin his team after serving the bench minor for too many players on the ice. Long dump in, played aside by Parrish. And And now full strength. PCHA works it out with 4:20 to go in the third. High slot. They're working into the circle now. Lots of quick puck movements here as McMillan and Lavery are not done trying to find the back of the net tonight. Richards, far side half wall. He's got Bradley right there. Elects to go on the near side for Wang. It's out of his reach. 4 minutes to go in the third. This one has been a rout from start to finish here this afternoon. PCHA gaining the line here. A long shot sent wide of the goal by Hartsuk. Stinka trying to find that one along the wall as well. Pulled loose by Jax. He can't clear. Behind his own goal now, Leo Wang gets it to the half wall. Richards forward, trying to find Silva. Pass was out of his reach. Back the other way comes PCHA. McMillan tried to find the trailer, Bowman, but he'll take a little bump on the play from Jax, who's able to work it out along the near side. Here they come into the attacking zone. There's the shot deflected well wide of the goal. Puck tipped back out to center. Franklin, fresh off the bench. He'll come down the right wing wall. He'll be forced wide, and then he takes a spill behind the cage. They come back out with it. There's a turn and burn shot from Kadri. That'll be blockered away. 2:55 to go in the third. PCHA back into the attacking zone. A bouncer hitting a couple skates on the way through to Conky Sunenshine before he covers up for the whistle. 2:51 to go in the third. Offensive zone face-off coming up here for PCHA, but that's going to be a win for Fairmont. Tennant, near side, a long stretch pass, and that'll be intercepted by a back-checking Wilson, who took that attempted breakaway away from Franklin, who was off to the races behind the defense. 2:35 to go in this third period. Chance back into the attacking zone here for Pacific Coast. Noss, little drop pass. There's the center to the circle, and that'll be fired just wide from the face-off dot by Kane Nicholas. Now it's Cody Pham over on the far side. Pham leaving that one behind now. Wilson, one too many moves. Pham bails him out. Goes near side circle for Noss into the slot. Fired on goal. Save made. And here's Parson Shahi, turn and burn shot from the slot. That'll be fanned on, still trickles its way into the goaltender, and Conky Sunenshine will cover up for another whistle. .203 to go in the third. Another offensive zone face-off win here. Lavery onto the far side. They'll work that to the front of the net. Lavery tried to get a tap in from the near circle, but he fanned on it. Shahi works that one back up to the point. Wilson turning there. Wilson works his way onto the near point now. Wilson trying to go down low for Lavery in the corner. Lavery gets pinned up there. Hill was trying to find the loose puck as well, but he overskates. Stengel high off the glass, out to the half wall, knocked down by Shahi. Here's Hill, high slot, lets it go through traffic, ends up in the glove of Conky Sunenshine, who will take another whistle with 90 seconds left. Fairmont is back in action tomorrow morning. They've got a 10:30 matchup here at Charlie Purdy Arena against St. George's School. That'll be their third and final game of the initial round robin play before a realignment will set up the second half of this tournament. Here's Lambert down low. Kind of working onto the near side for Frizzle. Couldn't get him the puck. Wang turning behind his own goal. Wang around to the far side half wall. He gets to Richards. Richards across for Silva. The pass was out of his wheelhouse. Frizzle again back in his own zone here. Minute 5 to go in the third. 42-16 of the shots on goal. Turned over inside the line. Long shot from Richards. Easy stick save made by Parrish. Now there's a shot over top of the crossbar from a sharp angle. Wang holds the line here for Fairmont. A long shot through traffic. That one's going to be blocked. Chance back the other way here for PCHA. Chance for one more. McMillan into the slot. Great save. Rebound. They score. McMillan took the initial shot. It was kicked out by the right pad of Konki Sunenshine. Rebound ends up there. And it looks like it's going to be Frizzle's goal this time. So we got to look at it on the replay. It's another 3-on-2 rush developing. It's been all the transition game this afternoon. Lambert was in on it as well. So it's now a 10-0 lead in the final minute of the third. And they're not done yet. Looking for the backdoor play for Stinka was Bowman, but he couldn't connect with that one-timer attempt. Puck goes up the gut. Franklin onto the far side, Kadri. Nice move around one man, but he's poke checked by the second. "10 seconds left in this third period of play. It's been academic basically since puck drop, as there was a chance for one more there, just out of the reach of Mon, and that will do it here at Charlie Purdy. A 10-0 routing for the Pacific Coast Hockey Academy Sea Devils over Fairmont Prep. 17 save shutout for Parker Parrish. A 5-goal outing for Grady Veery. 4 goals. He didn't get to the 5th. But still, a 4-goal outing for Veery, along with a collection of other goal scorers in this one, leads PCHA to by far the biggest victory in the early stages of this tournament. Folks, we're going to step aside for a couple of hours. When we return at 3:30, we'll have the next matchup between St. George's School and the Fraser Valley Thunderbirds. Again, that's a 3:30 puck drop between St. George's and the Fraser Valley Thunderbirds.